the kind of image that comes to mind when I think of Ludwig. Like I think of like John Bonham and like just really big, full, nice sounding drums and like really versatile.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ludwig Drum Chats. Today, we're welcomed by the main man himself, Bryce from Amyl and the Sniffers. How are you, Bryce?
G'day, I'm good, thanks.
Mate, welcome to chat all things Ludwig and all things drums, mate. Tell us a bit about yourself, Bryce.
Playing Amyl and the Sniffers. I've been playing drums with them for about 8 years now, since we started. I play a Ludwig. I love a Ludwig. Um, I'm a Cancer.
And he likes long walks on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, Bryce, why the drums, mate? What made you choose the drums 8 years ago on that fateful day?
I don't know. I think I'd already kind of mucked around with the guitar and bass at that point, and I thought like I just kind of wanted to try my hand at something different and see if I could learn it, and I did. And I did like just learn entirely by ear, just like from listening to music at school and like just playing along to it with my earphones in.
Oh, mate, beautiful. That's exactly the same way I learned. Let's digress a bit here. Do you think, mate, learning by ear only, can you sight read? Can you sight read drum tab notation and stuff like that? Or
No,
yeah,
I can't at all. No,
yeah,
never got around to it. I don't know.
me
Never
neither.
needed to really.
No, I didn't either. So, I mean, I wish I had have learnt, but I've always found that I don't know, learning by ear is just something. I don't know. I just really enjoy learning by ear and doing it by ear. I wish I did know how to read. So, mate, have
Mm.
you found that you've had any drawbacks from just only being able to learn by ear, or you think that it's a valid way forward?
Yeah, I think it's definitely valid. Like obviously, I kind of figured out a while ago that I'm not going to be playing in the London Philharmonic Orchestra or whatever, so probably not going to be able to because I need to.
Yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, I do like the challenge of it though, just like learning by ear and like sitting down for a couple of hours and like learning a guitar solo or something even.
Yeah, it's like that application. Like you said, if you're going to play in the Philharmonic, well, you better know how to sight read. But for us sort of band guys who are sitting in rooms with guys learning riffs, it's sort of yeah, it's counterintuitive to sit down, I suppose. And I mean, it all has its place, but mate, I think there's a spot for
Mm,
all of us who haven't learnt to sight read. Look at you, mate. You're out there. What are you doing?
yeah,
You're in LA. You're in
yeah.
LA. There's a jacuzzi in the next room. You're recording. You're getting it done, mate. So, all you young guys and girls out there, here he is, number one without sight reading. So, here's your poster.
You're too kind. You're too kind.
No, you're killing it, brother. Mate, talking about Ludwig, why Ludwig? Why Ludwig drums?
Um, I've always kind of liked the heritage of it and the I guess I don't know, just like the kind of image that comes to mind when I think of Ludwig. Like I think of like John Bonham and like just really big, full, nice sounding drums and like really versatile.
Yeah, beautiful, mate. That's all, mate.
Mm.
The two main things there, Bonham and versatile. You've got it, Ludwig,
Yeah,
mate. Yeah, and the
that's right.
aesthetic. There's an aesthetic in Ludwig. There's an allure, there's a mystique about Ludwig, and I agree, mate.
Mm.
It's all these legends that's come before us, Bonham, Ringo, all these monster players.
Mm.
But mate, I think you're in a good spot there, mate, being a monster player yourself. So keep building it, mate. Beautiful. Um,
Absolutely.
Brycey, what is your go-to Ludwig kit at the moment?
At the moment, I've got a classic maple kit, 22 inch, I think. Yeah, and I've got a Black Beauty snare drum,
Oh, mate.
5 inch, I believe.
Yes, yeah, beautiful, mate.
Yes.
Great combo. Did that 5 inch make its way over? Because Bryce is over right now doing this interview from the United States of America recording. Did that
That's right.
Black Beauty make it with you, mate, or?
It didn't, to be honest. It's seen better days. So I've got to be honest, I might have to hit up Ludwig for another one.
Yeah, I reckon I might be into it, Paulie, if you're listening.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty battered at the moment, and I need some loving. But yeah, when we get in the studio though, in a couple of weeks' time, I'm gonna have a real nice Black Beauty setup. I think a real schmick, nice one.
Ooh, mate, can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to hear it. Mate, speaking of that, if you had a desert island snare that you had to choose, would it be the Black Beauty? Would it be an acrylite? Would it be a supraphonic? What would it be? Only one snare you could take.
Yeah, I guess it'd have to be the Black Beauty. Probably right off the bat, I'd say.
Yep. Do you think
Yeah.
you like what's a favorite thing you would say about like a Black Beauty if you had a young drummer going, Brycey, what is it about the Black Beauty? Like, what is your favorite part of that drum that you just like, mate, every time I hit it, it does this.
Yeah, I think yeah, every time I hit it, it feels like this really nice in between and balance of a really big sound, but um just a really nice feel to it as well. And it sounds bloody good in recordings as well.
Yeah.
In the studio, it's awesome. I think it's probably the preferred snare of most producers. I think
Yeah.
engineers and whatnot.
Yeah, I do. I have read it as one of the most recorded snare drums in history, I believe, along with
Yeah, yeah,
the Supra. So, mate, do you find because you
yeah,
that heavy rock that it cuts through the mix as well? Like even if you're in a live scenario, say with your band and they got it cranking at that Black Beauty, especially your 5 inch, just that top end, just cutting through. So you're like, mate, that snare is just doing its job.
yeah, definitely, absolutely. Like I kind of forget sometimes how it actually sounds out the front, but every now and then I see a video of us playing, and I'm like, "Well, that sounds huge." It's just cutting right through, slicing right through, and I don't know, it sounds beautiful when it's mixed right.
Beautiful. Well, there you go, guys and girls. Black Beauty, you can't go wrong. Next question, Brycey. What is your favorite warm-up routine before you go on to play a show? What do you do?
Um, it kind of changes a bit, but mostly I would probably have a couple of stretches. Um, you know, just stretching the legs. It's bloody hard being on tour sometimes, cramped up in a tiny little bunk on the bus, but.
Are you
Not
top
that I'm
on
complaining about having a tour bus, but
top or bottom bunk, mate?
I go bottom. I go bottom because it's easier to get out of, and you're closer to the ground. You feel less bumpy.
Yeah, right. Mate, well,
Yeah,
I like this segue. How do you go, like, do you get some solid nap times in those little bottom bunks? Does it feel like a little cocoon? Like, those the tubes they have in Japan where like when the Japanese are
yeah,
party too hard in Tokyo, they just cruise on into like, is it like that effect? You're like,
yeah.
oh, like a cocoon and just earplugs in and
It
away.
is. It's really nice. It can be really nice. But then after about maybe 3 weeks, you kind of like get me off this bloody bus, you know. But
Not so nice anymore.
yeah, yeah. But it is, it's really nice for Amy. She's tiny. She's about half the size of me and Declan. So she's like snug as a bug. But Declan, our guitarist, his feet are right on the wall, and his head is about that far off on this end, and I'm not too different either.
Sort of like prison, it's like the prison when
Yeah,
you see those guys in prison, the big boys. Oh well, mate, like you said, the silver lining is you're on a tour bus, so you've got the right attitude there about that. That's a good way to think about it. Mate, moving on, who would be your desert island drum inspiration? Is it Bonham? Is it Ringo? Who is it, mate? Who would you say would you go, I draw most? Or is it too tough a question? You're like, mate, there's just too many influences.
Um, I think I'd actually say Ian Pace
Hey.
because yeah, um, I loved Machine Head by Deep Purple. That was a cracking album, and I thought like just I loved almost every song. He's drumming on every song. I was like, this is awesome. Like I just loved it. I wanted to emulate it as much as I could. Um, a close second is Ringo. I think
Yeah, good
he's my
pickup.
favorite Beatle.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I like the contrast there because Ian has some mad chops. Like his orchestration and what I find the things he plays are busy but tasteful. You know what I mean? So tasteful in the way he
Mm,
approaches drum set, and then you've got that, and then the opposition of Ringo just laying it down. I think that's a balance,
mm.
a beautiful balance. You try and emulate your style on that sort of crossover, a little bit of sauce with a little bit of backbeat sort of thing.
I think I try, but I think I probably end up sounding more like Phil Rudd at the end of the day, to be honest. Just four on the floor.
Oh
Play it
yeah,
safe.
mate. There's nothing wrong with that either, brother. Mate, there's the way social media is now and everyone wanting chops, but mate, they forget like it's actually hard to emulate Phil Rudd, to have the discipline
It is.
in the pocket and not feel it. And most band players, unless you're playing in a super progressive metal unit, they don't want all that other stuff. Like every now and then they might want
Mm,
some flavor, but at the most of it, they just keep it solid, man. Big kick, big snare, because
mm.
they're playing off you. So,
Yeah.
mate, there's a comeback. Phil Rudder's on the comeback. You're leading the charge there.
Yeah.
You're leading the
Yeah,
charge.
I'm trying. It's just four on the floor. Play it safe, you know? You
Yeah,
can't go wrong with four on the
100%,
floor.
100%. That's good, mate. I appreciate it. Mate, what is your favorite song to play live with Amyl and the Sniffers?
Um, I reckon I'd say some mutts can't be muzzled. I think
Ooh.
we usually close with that, or yeah, we've been closing with it for a while. And it's just like probably one of the biggest songs we have. It's got the huge ending, Declan soloing like crazy, and it's just like usually end of show energy is just putting everything in. Last 3 minutes of the set, so you're just going for it. I think it's huge as well.
Is it one of those sneaky ones where your fans think, oh, they didn't play this song, and they go an encore, and you're like, here it is, and they're like, I didn't
I
think
think
this was
so,
going to
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, and we kind of do a little jam around it as well, so it's like a bit of fun.
Oh, nice, mate. And it's a sort of and one of those things that you look forward to playing. You're like, mate, I'm going to unleash here.
Mm.
It's on. I love this track. I love it how it's
Yeah,
ready to go.
definitely, and it's usually the last song in the set, so it means you're almost done.
Nice, mate.
Then you get a breather.
Onto a smoko. So there's no encore after that.
Mhm.
No super encore. You
Not
know what I
usually.
mean? Oh, that was like that's it, guys,
Nah,
and they're happy.
I don't know. I don't think we're the biggest fans of encores, to be honest.
Oh, really? You don't like it? Do you do? Do you?
Well, I
Do you
don't mind them.
yeah.
I actually don't mind them, but I don't. I think Amy's like, no, I got them. Don't like them.
Fair enough, mate. So just what is that last song you play your favorite one? Is that do you have a little sneaky break or is it like we'll come back on or is it bang just last song, thank you, love you, and we're done?
Yeah, a little bit of a build up, a little bit of a, you know,
Crescendo.
bit of a rise, crescendo.
Oh well,
Yeah,
yeah, there you go. Well, they knew, fair
yeah,
enough. You give them what they want. That's awesome, mate.
yeah.
Mate, tell us a little bit about what you're doing right now. What's happening right now? Where are you? What's going on? Because it's pretty special what you're doing, mate.
Yeah, it's awesome. So we're currently in LA, recording or getting ready to record our third album. Yeah, just doing like pre-production at the moment. Been in a little rehearsal space. Yeah, just been pumping it out bunch of tracks with our producer Nick Launay. Um, yeah, and it's been good. We've been pumping them out. We've been busy.
So did you go in armed with a whole bunch of ideas, or just skeletons, and where you can get with Nick, and Nick's like, he's helping you piece it together, and just like an extra member of the band? Is that the environment you're in now? So you just having a bit of a workshop on the tracks, or you're going in with like set tracks, mate? This is where it's at. What do you think?
Yeah, so bit of both. Like few tracks kind of done and dusted, like ready to go pretty much. But there's a lot that we've got a lot. We've got like an excess of tracks that we can record. So we're just going to get through all of them. There's some that need work. We'll probably tweak those a little bit. Nick Launay will do that as well. He'll help us out, just like arranging stuff, whatever. But we've got about 30 songs maybe that we're gonna actually, you know, demo or record properly.
Wow,
Don't know if they'll all make it though.
30 songs, man. You guys are cooking. Is that like when you're at sound checking, you're throwing out ideas, or did you just block a bit of time where you're like, all right, we're all writing for the next 6 months, and then ideas were just going bang, 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 bang?
Yeah, so it was like start of 2023. We we finally had like a bit of time off touring. That's what kind of why it's been so long between drinks for us. Like we've just been touring our butts off nonstop. Um, so start of last year, we got into a studio. Um, yeah, we've just been like knuckling down, doing 6 days a week, 5 days a week in the studio writing. And that was most of our 2023, really.
Oh, wow, man. And you think what are you going to do? Like, what do you reckon? 12, 15 tracks? Are they like shorter, longer tracks, or is it just too much? It's just going to, you feel attached to the 30 songs, you don't want to lose any, or is it just like, mate, they're all awesome, I'm happy with whatever happens?
No, there's definitely some that that we can chuck out for sure. There's definitely a lot of fat to trim.
Yeah, right.
But there's some that I'm particularly invested in. I think the ones that I am enjoying, we're all enjoying, so we're on the same page, which is good. But yeah, there'll be a lot of fat trimmed for sure.
Yeah, sweet, mate. All right, well, that's good to have. Better to have fat to trim than no fat to trim, I guess.
That's right, definitely.
So, mate, what is next for you? What's happening next? Well, what's the next year look like for you?
So this year we've got a few tours lined up. Um, we release hopefully we'll be finished with our album, ready to go by November, I think we're looking at. And by then we'll just tour that for the next rest of our lives, probably.
Yeah, well, that's a good plan, man. It's yeah. Hopefully it's, mate, I hope it's like that big banger album where you just got like Metallica Black vibes and there's just singles on it just carry you for the next 20 years, man. That'd be awesome.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Talking about Metallica, mate, this is a random question. Have you ever met Lars or any of those guys in your travels?
No, never, never. We played a festival in Spain and they played as well, and it was nuts. Like they were unreal, but we didn't get to meet them, unfortunately. But yeah,
Were you side
unreal.
a stage or anything? Like when you see at those big festivals, there's like an army of people side a stage. Were you
Yeah.
there watching side a stage?
No, we couldn't get in there. We were out the front, kind of at the back. Like we'd only just rolled up into Europe that day, I think. So everyone was like real jet lag, tired and everything, not ready for socializing.
But ready for Metallica. Give it to me, Lars.
Yeah.
What was Lars?
Yeah.
Mate, I'm a massive. I don't care what anyone says about Lars. I reckon he's the man. What he did, so underrated, man. His power drumming and way he approaches drums. I mean, maybe his personality people don't like, but I'm not talking about, I'm only talking about his approach to drums. But I know people complain about his inconsistency and stuff like that. Live, how was he that night that you saw him?
Honestly, yeah, couldn't fault him, I
Hey,
reckon.
double
I didn't
kicks
pick
that
up
they do,
anything. Yeah.
double kicks in one, like the, and
Yeah, yeah.
did he nail that?
Yeah.
Mate,
Yeah. Can I?
Not him. No,
Oh God, no.
him. No, I can't do it either. But did he nail it? I saw a lot of flack online that he couldn't do it anymore, and I was like, oh, I doubt he'd be playing that song every night if he couldn't do it.
Yeah. It was fine. It was fine, I thought.
What do we
No
need?
dramas, no
Yeah,
no
no
faults.
dramas. Sign him off. He's all good.
Yeah, tick.
Awesome, mate. Well, mate, Brycey, thanks for coming and chatting all things drums today, taking time. I know you're over there, got stuff happening over in America, which is awesome, mate. Congratulations on that. Thanks for stopping by and talking about drums. It's been a pleasure, mate. All the best for the next year. I hope the record goes massively for you and the drum tones are out of this world, man, and you do your thing and you just smash it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Josh. Cheers, Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig. Thanks, everybody. We'll chat to you all soon. Ludwig Drumhang signing off.